Welcome back to the Stang Sport YouTube channel. We're back again. Haven't really made a video in a while because I don't know why. I'm lazy. I'm really lazy, but I want to try and get into a rhythm. Yeah, today we're doing Premier League predictions for the games from. Let me just check here. From the 11th of March, which is tomorrow, to the 17th. So it's Monday to Tuesday this week. It's weird because games are all over the place because of Champions League. And yeah, obviously there's teams playing 2 games, some teams playing 1, so it's a bit all over the place. But yeah, let's just get straight into it, eh? The first game of the week is Chelsea Norwich, the mighty Chels, going up against Norwich. I say this easy Chelsea win. I say that though, we haven't really been very convincing, even against Burnley. All the goals were just kind of lucky. They just kind of came. Reese's goal was very nice, but 2 of them were a bit, could have gone any way that game. Burnley were very good in the first half, but I just think Chelsea will just outclass Norwich in this one. Norwich they're exciting. They get the ball around, but they concede and lose too much. So yeah, 3-0 Chelsea. I think it's not a bad game. Next game is Southampton versus Newcastle. Now I think this is going to be a really good game because of course Southampton are they 8th or 9th in the Prem. Could even be higher than that. And they're going up against a Newcastle side that just looks like they look reinvented. They look so good with the new signings. Of course, Kieran Trippier's out, but I think the whole team's just lifted since that January window when they looked completely out of it. So yeah, Newcastle are 14th. They've kind of got themselves away from relegation. I don't think they'll even come close to that. And yeah, Southampton are 9th. So I'm going for a 2-2 draw here. I think it could go either way, so I just went in the middle. And I went 2-2, Southampton, Newcastle. Third game of the week is Wolves versus Watford. 2 teams I don't watch because why? And also I'm in Australia, so I can't watch every game or I won't sleep pretty much. Wolves are 8th, Watford are 19th. So I've said a 2-0 Wolves win because Watford, they just look all over the place. They did well against Arsenal, but they just couldn't grind out a result there. And Wolves, they're kind of just steady. I don't think they're going to push for top 4. I think they'll try to get into the Europa League spots. But that's going to be very hard with Tottenham and West Ham both hanging around there as well. So yeah, 2-0. Leeds versus Aston Villa is the next game. And I've gone for a 3-2 Aston Villa win. And you might be saying, why would it be so close? I know Leeds are 16th. But I don't know, they just press. They're really energetic. So they can get out on the break and they can score 2 goals easy. 2 quick goals. I think Aston Villa are they're a solid unit though, so I think they'll just get in, they'll do their work and they'll get away with the win. Manchester United versus Tottenham is next up, and this game is going to be horrific to watch. It's going to be a really bad game to watch. They're both teams that are just all over the place right now. Tottenham could go beat prime Spain, Iniesta and all, 5-0. And they'll go to Ghana and lose to a second team side there, 7-0. You never know with them. All over the place. Conte looks like he wants to fly to anywhere else. And Man U are kind of in the same spot, but I feel like they're just too classy to lose all these games in a row. I think soon enough they'll start turning it on. They're currently 5th. They've won 2 out of their last 5 with 2 draws and a loss. And I think a 3-2 Man U win, but it really, who knows with those 2 teams. Next up we got Chelsea Newcastle. And this, I nearly put this as a draw because Chelsea they just look flat a lot of the time, but they just always just manage to get those goals that get them results. So I've gone 2-1 Chelsea, but Newcastle could upset us here. I would not be surprised. Of course, Chelsea, we've won our last 3 games, and Newcastle, they haven't lost in their last 5. I think they haven't lost in their last 9. I think I saw that. But yeah, they've won 2, drawn 1 in their last 5, so they're on the up. They seriously are. So I've gone 2-1 Chelsea, but who knows? Wolves, Everton. Again, Everton are in the mud right now. I feel bad for Frank Lampard. He really picked up a job. I don't know why. I have no clue why he went there. And I think Burnley can get out. They're a grindy team. They can pull results. If Burnley get into that 17th spot, I think Everton, they could go down. Everton seriously could go down. They've won 1 game out of the last 5, so I've gone 3-1 Wolves. Everton are just going to get outmatched, I think. Liverpool-Brighton is their next game up. And Liverpool, they're just classy. They do what they got to do. They go out, do it, go home, come back, do it again. So I've gone 5-2 Liverpool against Brighton. I've got 2 goals for Brighton because they're good on the attack. They can get in and they can get the job done. Just not against Liverpool. Liverpool always have high scoring games, it seems like, against lower teams. So I've gone 5-2. So yeah. Next game is Brentford versus Burnley. Now, Brentford are currently 15th, Burnley are 18th. Burnley are just in the relegation zone though. They could easily go up. Brentford are pretty safe, just behind Newcastle there. And I've gone 1-1 because Brentford they've been slacking lately. They won their last game, but other than that, they haven't won they've won 1 in their last 5. And Burnley can grind games out, so I'm going 1-1. It's going to be a boring game, I think. Unless Ivan Toney does something, but he's been quite disappointing in this later end of the Premier League. He started very well. He's kind of fallen off a little bit, so yeah. Norwich Leeds. Now, I know I just put Leeds. Leeds they're a tough team because they're just weird. They press really hard. They've lost 5 games in a row. That's why I've gone Norwich 3, Leeds 2. Norwich haven't won a game in their last 5 either, so it could easily end in like a draw or Leeds come out. But I think 3-2 Norwich. It's probably the boldest prediction here, but I've gone with it. Southampton and Watford. I've gone Southampton 3, Watford 1. Watford aren't that good. Southampton are up 9th. I think it's an easy game for Southampton to win. Then West Ham, Aston Villa. I've gone for a 2-2 draw because I just think Southampton are just that team. Not Southampton. Aston Villa are that team that they kind of perform against the big teams. Maybe not the Manchester Cities or the Liverpools, but like from 3rd down to 8th, they can always pull out games. They're currently behind Crystal Palace, but they have 2 games in hand. I think a 2-2 draw here is good because West Ham, they've been alright, haven't been amazing, so yeah. Arsenal 2, Leicester 1. Arsenal on the up, it pains me to say it. They haven't lost in their last 5. They're playing really good football. And Leicester aren't. They are not. They've won their last 2. I think it's going to be too hard for them to beat Arsenal though. And the last game of the week is Man City 5, Crystal Palace 2. Crystal Palace have some great attacking options. Is he a right mid? I forgot his name, but he's a great player. He can get up and down. So yeah, I think they might get 2 past them. And Man City, they lost against Tottenham, which is a really weird one to lose. But I don't see them dropping any more points for the rest of the season. I think they're just going to run with it. They're going to win the Prem unless Liverpool pull off. Liverpool need to not lose and hope Man City loses, which is a hard thing to do at once. So I think that's going to round it out. So yeah, I think I did go very safe pretty much all of my winners are favourites. It's just that Norwich Leeds game could go anywhere. Who knows? And who really cares, to be honest? Even if Norwich win, they might try and get out of the relegation zone. It's really tough down there. And I think the only teams that risk going down to the relegation zone are Leeds, Everton, and then the 3 that are already in there. I don't see Brentford dropping in there. I don't see Newcastle, Brighton. I don't see any of those teams dropping in there. So, kind of not many highlight games this week, except for maybe Man U, Tottenham. That's going to be a shitstorm of a game. And yeah, so that's going to do my predictions. Just another thing, I have my other channel, Finley Stanger, where I just post like funny gaming videos. I'm going to start posting other stuff. I need to get into a role, but uni starts next week. So it's going to be hard for me to, you know, keep up. And yeah, if you liked it, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But it's going to give you no pleasure because you can't see it. So you might as well just like it. Subscribe if you want to be cool. You want to be cool, don't you? And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, fellas.